Nandana Raja Jana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Raja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Balaba Girivardhari Gopijana Balaba Girivardhari Yashoda Nandana Raja Jana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Raja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yes, Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vishnupada Paramamsa Parivrajacharya Satarasatashi Shriman His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Satarasatashi Shriman His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Kuri Vaishnavan ki jai, Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se Koshi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhaktavan ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopakupinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Mathura Dham ki jai, Navari Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Gangamai ki jai, Yamunamai ki jai, Tulsi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki jai, Grandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Samaveta Bhaktavan ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari 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 Bol, all glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, all glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, all glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namaste Hare Krishna Say Bhurta Rishmar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vinacharina Nirvishesha Shunamari Paschatarish. Can I have the phone? Hare Krishna everybody. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble. Please write Hare Krishna into the comment section. Whatever you are watching from.
Is banned in USA.
No, Trump unbanned it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single person in America with TikTok got a message saying President Trump has saved TikTok.
Yeah.
But Trump is the savior of everyone.
Yeah. Anjali, Hare Krishna, Anjali, Dan, Tanya, Shamdai, Marin, Gabriel, Mo, Danny, Michelle Williams, Sachin, Peter Kirshner, Neil Prabhu, Tyler, Preeti Gower. Anybody else? Who's on YouTube?
Who's on YouTube? Nobody.
Rebecca. Peter Kirshner, yes. There's no one there?
Nobody yet.
Manish Pangeni. Hare Krishna.
That's one.
So we're all over the place. YouTube, Rumble, TikTok. You cannot escape. HM Amito. Hare Krishna. All right. Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 And Hare Krishna to Pradeep. Pradeep from TikTok. We're reading from the third canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, 13th chapter, text 27. Sorry, text 26. Tesham satam veda vitana murtir.
Tesham. This is not the same one.
3:13:26.
13.
Tesham satam veda vitana murtir. Brahma dharyatma gunanuvadam. Vinadya bhuyo vibudhodayaya. Gajendra lilo jalam abhivesha.
Tesham satam veda vitana murtir.
Tesham satam veda vitana murtir.
Brahmavadharyatma gunanuvadam
Brahmavadharyatma gunanuvadam
Vinadya bhuyo vibhu dhodhayaya
Vinadya bhuyo vibudadayaya
Gajendra lilo jalam avivesha
Gajendra lilo jalam abhivesha Tesham satam vedavitana murtir Brahma vadaryatma gunanuvadam Vinadya bhuyo vibodadaya Gajendra lilo jalam abhivesha Tesham satam vedavitana murtir Brahma vadaryatma gunanuvadam Vinadya bhuyo vibodadaya Gajendra lilo jalam abhivesha
Tesham satyam vedavitanya murtir
Tesham satam vedavitana murtir
Brahmadadyatya gunanuvadam
Brahma vadaryatma gunanuvadam
Vinadya bhuyo vibhudyodayaya
Vinadya bhuyo vibodayaya
Gajendra lilo jalamavivesha
Gajendra lilo jalam abhivesha Tesham of them Satam of the great devotees Veda all knowledge Vitana Murti the form of expansion Brahma Vedic sound Avadhyarya knowing it well Atma of himself Guna Anuvadam transcendental glorification Vinadya resounding Bhuya again Vibhuda of the transcendentally learned Udayaya for the elevation or benefit Gajendra Lilaha playing like an elephant Jalam the water Avivesha entered. Translation playing like an elephant he entered into the water after roaring again in reply to the Vedic prayers by the great devotees. The Lord is the object of the Vedic prayers, and thus he understood that the devotees' prayers were meant for him. Purport by His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The form of the Lord in any shape is always transcendental and full of knowledge and mercy. The Lord is the destroyer of all material contamination because his form is personified. Vedic knowledge. All the Vedas worship the transcendental form of the Lord. In the Vedic mantras, the devotees request the Lord to remove the glaring effulgence because it covers his real face. That is the version of the Ishopanishad. The Lord has no material form, but his form is always understood in terms of the Vedas. The Vedas are said to be the breath of the Lord, and that breath was inhaled by Brahma, the original student of the Vedas. The breathing from the nostril of Brahma caused the appearance of Lord Boar, and therefore the Boar incarnation of the Lord is the personified Vedas. The glorification of the incarnation by the sages on the higher planets consisted of factual Vedic hymns. Whenever there is glorification of the Lord, it is to be understood that Vedic mantras are being rightly vibrated. The Lord was therefore pleased when such Vedic mantras were chanted, and to encourage his pure devotees, he roared once more and entered the water to rescue the submerged earth. Om Agyan Tirinandasya Jnanajana Shalakayam Chakshunan Miritam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, has opened my darkened eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my humble obeisances unto His lotus feet. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
We're discussing the pastimes of Lord Varaha. This is the boar incarnation. So, Lord Varaha, he picked up the earth planet on his tusk from the Garbhodaka ocean at the beginning of creation. So, this form was very gigantic. You can only imagine that the whole earth he was able to pick up on his tusks. So the sages, they could see in the sky gigantic form of Lord Boar. Just like when we see the sun on the moon in the sky, all of a sudden a gigantic boar is flying. So this form of the Lord is not ordinary. Even you can say the sun planet. It is not an ordinary planet. The moon planet also, sun planet. The sun is radiating so much light and heat, and it does not run out of energy. The shloka in the Ishopanishad, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnadurachati Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishati. The Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is complete and perfect, and because He is complete and perfect, all the emanations from His energy, such as this phenomenal world, they're also complete by themselves. So, but whatever is produced of the complete whole, the complete whole remains the complete balance. In other words, the Lord is generating unlimited energy, but He Himself is not devoid of energy. Here, because we live in a relative world, the more energy you generate, the more tired you are, the less energy you have. That is why people are very thinking in a very conditional way. Oh, if I invest so much energy in devotional service, then I better get as much reward, otherwise this is not a good business. Everything in the material existence, in the conditioned dealings, is like a business exchange. All these ideas of love, friendship, community, nationalism, simply people are calculating how to take advantage. For the time being, they establish some friendship, some relationship, but then sooner or later it is broken because there is no common interest. Everybody is interested in his own sense gratification. So the sun planet, of course, is also a material phenomenon, but it is the closest to the transcendental, to point out an analogy to the transcendental, with the transcendental potency of the Lord. Because the sun is also generating so much energy, and it is not devoid of energy. We never see that the sun is devoid of light and is taking a little break. The sun is going on and on and on and on for millions of years. So similarly, the form of the Lord, this is how we can understand, is not material, it is not exhausted. It is not tired, and it is not limited by any other material law. These forms of Krishna that He exhibits Because Krishna exhibits many different pastimes in many different forms. He is not stereotyped. I only have one form, one body. But he has unlimited forms. And with every form he enjoys so nicely. See, this transgender propensity that people want to change their gender, this is also an imitation of the Lord. They think that, oh, I'll be like Krishna. I will have many incarnations. I will incarnate from woman to man. This is also reincarnation. When they have a surgery from man to woman, this is actually reincarnation. Forced reincarnation or controlled reincarnation. You see Michael Jackson also. He had so many surgeries. From a sweet little boy, Jackson 5, he became a monster. No? Dangerous monster, bad. So that is also reincarnation, transmigration. It's the same person, but he changes his body. That is the same person. So with Krishna, we can only change from one body to another. We cannot have two bodies simultaneously. But Krishna can have, what to speak of two bodies, he can have unlimited. Advaitam Achutam Anantarupam. The unlimited forms. The simile, is it simile? Simile is given. Simile is given. Now just like there's so many waves in the ocean. They come and go. When you look, when you're on the beach, so many waves are coming and going, coming and going, since time immemorial. So the simile is that just like there are so many waves in the ocean, there are so many incarnations of Krishna. So Lord Boar is one of them. He appeared to save the earth planet. And when he appeared, all these sages, devotees, they could immediately detect, this is Krishna, this is the incarnation of the Lord. They were not scared. Although the Lord roared, you can only imagine such a gigantic form that you can see him from the earth into the universe. What it must have been. I remember I was watching this movie Independence Day with Will Smith.
Ooh, yeah.
You saw that?
Oh, my God.
So when the ship is coming to Earth, you can see how it breaks through the atmosphere. All this fire comes and the clouds are black, and like this big ship, how it comes.
The mothership.
The mothership, how it comes to the Earth. So it is something like that. Lord Boar would have to penetrate the atmosphere and everybody would see. And then imagine, then he roared like that. I don't know exactly to imitate. But that must have been so horrifying, so loud. So it must have been so loud. But the sages, they were not panicking. They were celebrating. They were glorifying with Vedic hymns. Oh, the Lord has come. Wonderful. This is the situation with the devotees. The demons, for them always, the Lord is the greatest monster. Because the Lord is also called Hari. And Hari means that he takes all material attachments. He takes it all away. That is why people don't want to worship Krishna. They worship Shiva, Durga, so many gods. But Krishna, they're hesitant. Because Krishna, sometimes, he takes everything from us. All the material things he takes away. That is actually his mercy. That is the first symptom that that you have attracted Krishna with your devotional service. To the materialist, this seems like a very bad deal. As I said before, in a conditional existence, everybody's trying to strike some good deal in relationship. So sometimes they mock the devotees. That, you're worshipping Krishna and he takes everything from you. Ha ha! You're such morons. especially the Mayavadis, the impersonalists. They think that devotees, bhaktas, they're less intelligent. They say that, yeah, there's a form of the Lord, but only for the time being. And because these bhaktas are less intelligent, they're attached to the body, then they worship this idol of Krishna without realizing that there is a higher aspect than Krishna, the impersonal aspect. But this is clearly a contradiction to the verdict of the Vedas. Here, Srila Prabhupada mentions in the Shri Upanishad 14 mantras. In the mantra 14. The devotees are praying, please remove this effulgence of Brahman, the impersonal Brahman. You kindly remove that. Because I cannot see your beautiful transcendental face, Krishna's face. So what to speak of Brahman being superior? The devotees are praying, please remove that Brahman. It's a disturbance. Sripad Ramanujacharya gives this excellent analogy. He says that just like a green bird enters the green tree, you see it all one from a distance. But when you come closer, you're approaching, and then the bird flies away, you see, it was separate. So this impersonal understanding of God is superficial, not very pronounced, not very articulate. This realization is not very high class. We must go higher, and ultimately we must come to the realization of the personality of Godhead. Even it is stated, Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena. When my eyes are smeared with the salve of love, when my eyes, my crooked eyes are purified by Krishna Prema, by love of Godhead, and then I will be able to see Krishna. But with these blind eyes that have been blinded by lusty desires in this material world, always looking for sense gratification, victims. We're always looking for victims. Is there any victim I can exploit, I can take advantage of, even in a relationship? The highest rasa in the material world, the love between man and woman, it is simply one exploitator is looking for another victim. And he's also thinking, he's my victim. The woman is thinking, man is my victim. Now I will dictate, he has to buy me costly saris and jewels and stuff like that. And the man is also thinking, she's my beloved doll. I can show off to friends. And when I need sex life, then she will supply very nicely. So the man is simply thinking of his sense gratification, and the woman is always also thinking sense gratification. But ordinarily speaking, they say, I love you very much. My dear darling, my this and that. I love you so much. See, the woman is thinking, when I tell him I love you, he will be cheated. Ha ha ha. So she said, I love you. And then the man is also, when I tell her I love you, she will be melted, and then I will take I get my sense gratification from her. So it is just like, two people are hugging, but at the same time stabbing from the back. These are the material relationships. So the materialists, they cannot understand. Krishna is getting everything from you. They think of him as an ordinary man. They think, he's an exploitator also. Exploiter. And you're not getting anything. So you are the greatest fool idiot bhakta. That's how they think, unfortunately. So we have to be very tolerant until the person actually understands that no, this is for my benefit. Serving Krishna is for my benefit, and when you do that, Krishna takes care of all your necessities. Even you don't have to work hard. Krishna supplies. Yes. Even Srila Prabhupada, he says, even if one enters the Grihastha ashram, householder ashram, if he follows these regulative principles, no illicit sex, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and preaches Krishna consciousness, then also there is no need for him to work either. And Krishna very comfortably, he supplies all the necessities for his householder paraphernalia. So Krishna is very kind to his devotees. Why? Because they surrender everything. And those who are skeptical, atheistic, faithless, that is their punishment. They think that, oh, this is a waste of time. Let me do something else. This bhakti yoga is rubbish. Let me do something else. So the sages, they were not afraid of Lord Varaha. They were glorifying. And the demons, oh, they were terrified. The same thing repeats when Krishna shows his universal form. The devotees, the sages, the demigods are showering flowers and reciting Vedic mantras in glorification of the Lord. But the demons, they're running away. Oh my God! They know, oh, now my time has come. Now, of all my sinful activities, now I will have to suffer. Just like we were reading in the morning, right? That there are sinful activities, mature and immature. Those sinful activities that we suffer for, they are mature. Just like we have some suffering, some disease, some financial problem or problem with people. This is karma. We're suffering because of sinful activities that we performed in our previous life or this life. And then there are those who are immature. They're waiting. Imagine, there's distress that is awaiting for you in the future. There will be some suffering. Ordinarily, we think that, oh, now I have money in a bank account. Now I'm famous. Now I have 1 million followers on Instagram. So I will never suffer again. Well, now I have my wife, I have my husband. There will be no more suffering. We invest so much faith in these material things. But the suffering is coming. Remember, Krishna says, Dukkalaya Mashashvatam. This world is temporary, full of suffering. This is how it works. So the suffering is there. It must be there because we're not pure. So at least what we should do, we should not commit further sinful activities. Stop it. Don't commit more. You have committed whatever you have done, okay. Sarvadharma parityajya mamekam sharanam brajam. Am tvam sarva papebhyo. I will take the sinful reactions. Krishna gives that promise. But don't commit more. Don't continue this vicious cycle. Because, see, when that karma matures, then again, we'll have to, there will be so many obstacles in our Krishna consciousness. Just like, let's say you're sick, or you have some problem, then you cannot practice Krishna consciousness so nicely. It is a disturbance. So then how will you get rid of the sinful reactions? Because this is the only process. How to purify one's karma. Not by doing good karma. That is very nicely explained in the 6th canto. Maharaj Parikshit is inquiring from Shukara Goswami. What is the use of all these prayaschitas? Prayaschita means Vedic ritualistic ceremonies that are meant to counteract bad karma. So Maharaj Parikshit is noting very intelligently, he says, what is the use of this? If I commit sinful activities, then I do prayaschitta, but then I commit sinful activities and again, then what is the use of that? It's a vicious cycle. So we should not be stuck in this vicious cycle. We should give up sinful activities. We should do some tapasya. Tapasya is required. That is how you get out of the vicious cycle. through tapasya. Just like, I'll give you an example. A man has a, how to say, 9 to 5 job. So he doesn't like his job. It's some kind of a Shudra office work, working every day. His life is meaningless. So, but he needs money, right? He has family, he has to supply everything. So he has to go to work. Now the only way for him to get out of this cycle of work and paying his bills is that he does some little tapasya. He minimizes his sleeping. He minimizes his hobby time, leisure time. And he starts his own business. Side by side. He cannot just give up and do business, because in the beginning the business doesn't produce any money. It's a risk. So he has to keep his job and at the same time do extra work to establish his business. So in the same way, if we want to get out of the karmic reactions, the suffering is there. It must be there because we're sinners. But we have to do extra tapasya. Invest in Krishna consciousness. People usually, they just work, and because they work and their life has no meaning, they want sense gratification. Drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, brothel, so many rascal things. They're addicted. There's also this scrolling all the time. This is also, it's a reaction, because life has no meaning. Let me fill it up with some meaningless, dead scrolling. Let me scroll. So we must stop that. Kick it out. This is my only chance. Either I choose immediate gratification, or I kick it out and I invest my time in spiritual cultivation for the purpose of getting liberated from this cycle, nonsense cycle. So the sages, they understand all of this. That is why they invest their time in devotional service. So for the regular people, it is a joke, because they don't understand this. They go on suffering the karma continuously like fools, and they will never, for the time being, they might be happy and they're laughing at the devotees. Oh, they're nothing. But the karma is coming. Oh, yes, sir. Big kick on the face is coming very soon. So, yes, so that is why these devotees, sages here, they're glorifying Lord Varaha. All the Vedic scriptures are ultimately meant for this purpose, to glorify Krishna. There are many Vedic scriptures, various divisions, Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Puranas, Mahabharata, so many. So it can become confusing if we are not taking shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. Then we conclude with the wrong idea. We take that, jnana, I should develop jnana, I should be big jnani, greatly learned man. Or we take up the karma, just like so many people are into this rituals, karma, worshipping demigods. And yes, if you want to be a materialist, then the Vedas, they also give. You can be a perfectionist karmi. By worshipping these demigods and by following the rules and regulations, you can go to heavenly planets. You can enjoy more than Trump, President Trump. The heavenly planets, they're laughing at Trump that, he's so poor. Because the opulence there is inconceivable to us. The women, so beautiful, men also, so handsome. They don't even get old. This is the life there. It's almost like the spiritual world. Of course it's not, but we get a little idea what the spiritual world might be in the heavenly planets. So you can go there. But this is not the purpose of the Vedas. Even Arjuna was arguing. Oh, the Vedas, they recommend, I have heard through the disciplic succession, and those who give up these rituals, the Shraddha ceremony, Pinda, offering Pinda to the ancestors, if we give that up, then we'll go to hell. So Krishna says, no. You have not understood the purpose of the Vedas. You are attached to the flowery language of the Vedas, which promise heavenly delights, heavenly pleasures. That is why people are so eager to follow all these rules and regulations. Not because they want to be better people. They want to be better sense gratifier. So Krishna is chastising Arjuna. Now try to understand the purpose behind the Vedas. And that purpose also he defines later on in the 15th chapter, Bhagavad Gita. Vedascha sarvam am eva vedyam. I am the purpose of the Vedas. Vedantakrit, Vedantavit, eva chaham. I am the knower of the Vedas. And I am the compiler of the Vedas also. As Srila Vyasadeva, Krishna, he wrote down all the Vedas. And even previously, here we see that the breathing from the Vedas are said to be the breath of the Lord, and that breath was inhaled by Brahma, the original student of the Vedas. So the Vedas, the original sound vibration, it comes from the mouth of Krishna. He is the originator. He is the originator, he is the compiler, he is the knower. And when the spiritual master comes, he is also considered to be the empowered incarnation of the Lord, who is teaching us how to understand the Vedic scriptures. So those who are missing this purpose, if they think that, the purpose of the Vedas is something else, they have simply wasted their valuable time by reading the Vedas, the Vedic literatures. Narada Muni, he chastised Srila Vyasadeva that you have wrote so many Vedas, but you have not made it clear that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore now you sit down and you write this Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why we don't read actually any other Vedic scripture. We take the essence, the Srimad Bhagavatam. What you can understand about the Vedas. People, they can't even read this Bhagavatam. They can't even read the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the ABCD of spiritual knowledge, but people cannot understand. There's so many translations of the Bhagavad Gita, all wrong, all misrepresentations, misinterpretations, putting words in Krishna's mouth that he had never spoken. Dr. Radha Krishna says, one should not surrender to Krishna directly. He should surrender to the unborn within Krishna. Mayavadis, impersonalists, manufacturing some beyond Krishna. Krishna says very clearly, Matta paratanam nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. There is no truth beyond me. There is no higher impersonal beyond me. Krishna is the source. So they cannot understand even the Bhagavad Gita. And this Bhagavatam, rascals, sajiyas, they immediately jump, they go to the Rasa Leela chapters. They interpret it like a mundane sex story. And foolish people, they listen to that. They're attracted. Radha, Krishna, gopis, very nice, let me hear. They are completely on a mundane platform. They cannot understand anything about all these elevated pastimes. So another set of rascals, they misinterpret Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why Srila Prabhupada is so essential to be in touch, connected to the bona fide spiritual master, because he always emphasizes the purpose of the Vedas, glorification of Krishna. And how to glorify, we also have to know who Krishna is. Otherwise, if you glorify Krishna wrongly, that is not accepted. So there are authorized prayers even in the Srimad Bhagavatam We should take inspiration from these prayers and develop relationship with Krishna based on this. All right, so any questions? Yes?
I'm gonna read it.
There's questions on the live stream. Katie Mataji is wondering. Just 1 second, there was a huge debate. So, Katie is wondering, what's the purpose of being left with nothing? Is it to depend on Krishna only?
You're always with nothing. You thinking in illusion that I have so many things. But actually you have nothing. You are born with nothing and you die with nothing. You cannot take anything with you. You're borrowing for the time being. Krishna gives you according to your desires, according to your karma. The life is going on and you're using different energies of Krishna for sense gratification. But actually you have nothing. So the faster we understand this, the faster we can surrender to Krishna. Because we don't want to surrender to Krishna. So yes, that Krishna, that is His special mercy. If Krishna likes you, He gives you everything. If Krishna loves you, He takes everything away from you. So the devotees, they're praying like that. Highly elevated devotees. Neophyte devotees, they're asking, can I have this, can I have that? But pure devotees, they're praying, Krishna, can you remove everything? Can you give me misery because I don't think of you sufficiently? They understand the value of Krishna. The neophyte devotees, they don't understand the value of Krishna. Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasure. Ultimately, we're looking for pleasure. So if you have Krishna, if you have the reservoir, if you have the complete pleasure, what else do you want? So devotees are not with nothing. Devotees are with everything because they're connected to Krishna. So they have everything. But ordinarily speaking, from the materialistic point of view, it seems as though they had nothing. Okay? Next
question. Vishal is wondering, do you have Devi or Kali in your control?
You have nothing in your control. Can't even control your mind. What do you want to control Kali? Nothing. You're controlling nothing. Krishna is the controller. You're not the controller. Next.
I have 2 questions. That's okay. You were saying that when 2 people are hugging, metaphorically.
Yeah, they're stabbing each other in the back simultaneously.
Why is this? Why is taking sense gratification from a person stabbing in the back?
Why is taking sense gratification from him?
Yeah.
Because that's not what he wants. He himself, he wants sense gratification. And you're using him as your servant, so that is not nice. He wants to use, but he wants to use you. His desire is that he wants to use you as his servant.
Okay, but let's say, for argument's sake, when 2 of us hug, we both feel very nice. So it's good.
That is illusion. That nice is like a dog. Dog is also feeling very nice. It's the happiness of a dog. Dog is also, you see the dog, he's feeling very nice.
Okay, thank you. Another question. This one is for Craig because he always wants money. So you were speaking about the opulence in the heavenly planets. I'm wondering why they don't share some of this opulence with us. Like why they don't just like...
No, he's asking this?
No, I'm asking. But
why they don't share?
Yeah.
Why should they share? They have done the karma, you have done nothing. You've been smoking, drinking, killing animals. Why should they give you anything? They can give you, a nice kick on the face, maybe.
It just seems unfair because...
Well, why are you envious?
Because they just get it for free, like from a mango tree.
It's not for free. They have done good karma. Just like when people give to the devotees, they give donations, they'll be rewarded. In their next life, they'll be, maybe, if not in the spiritual world, that they will go to the heavenly planets to enjoy there. Krishna is so grateful. If you take care of the devotees, Krishna will never forget you. So that then, you know, if some rascal comes, why they enjoy there in heaven? Because they give donation. And you and Nityananda came, please, can you give donations? So, oh, go and get a job. That's what you said. So now you suffer. Tit for tat. That's justice. That's very good. Very good for you. Suffer. Very nice.
Thank you. That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Krishna is wondering.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Peter.
Please, how to know if Vedic mantras are being rightly vibrated, or should we focus on chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra only?
Yes, of course. Only the Maha Mantra. Why you want to chant Vedic mantras?
But maybe he means like Nama Om Vishnu Padaya or I don't know.
Yeah, that is extension. Prabhupada says these bhajan that we chant, these different songs in the temple, these are the extensions of the Maha Mantra. So how do you know they're effective? Your lust is decreasing, your greed is decreasing, and your desire to hear and associate with the devotees is increasing. Just like here Maxim, he came to take association of the devotees. So that is advancement.
Right.
That is a great advancement. Yes, he became curious. How does this devotee association feel? Such a nice kirtan, huh?
Wow, this morning.
Yeah, that you cannot have with your friend.
No. Well, with the Kamis, they couldn't imagine.
No. The best techno party cannot compare to this.
That's true. Okay. Thank you. There's a next question from Shamdai Mataji.
Shamdai, Hare Krishna.
How can we attract the mercy of Krishna? What is the best service?
You must serve his pure devotee. Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee of Krishna. So, if you do something for his pure devotee, then Krishna will be more pleased than if you serve him directly. That is what we're doing here. Distributing books, distributing prasadam, running this center. This is what it is. This is what Prabhupada wants. It is not something mystical. It is right in our face. What we have to do. Prabhupada says, if you want to please me, distribute my books. Make devotees. Make a center. Make a temple. Like that, this is required. Temples are required. Harinam Sankirtan is required. Books, everything. Propaganda, tagging is required. Everything is required. So we simply have to do this. That's all. Then the mercy will be there. She wants to ask. Devi Shakti, give her the mic. Is there any TikTok?
No, there was TikTok was from before. Some the Vishal.
Okay.
TikTok. I'm reading it also. It's okay. I'm just one person saying I love cow beef.
You love cow beef, but Yamaraj will love you. Very nice. Yeah. You read the Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto. What happens to the beef eaters? They'll be severely tortured in hell. So you're a fool. That's all I can say. You're fool number one. And if you have any brain left, then you should give up this sinful habit immediately. But unfortunately, you do not have any brain left. So this is your future. What can I say? So if you think that you are a very, very humorous, very funny man, then we are laughing at you. That is true.
There's a question on YouTube.
Okay.
From Nityananda Das, but that's not me.
Okay.
Maybe it's the I don't know. he says, Prabhu, does Krishna start ignoring you when you do sinful activity? Because I'm very low at this point of life and nothing is going good.
Nothing what?
Nothing is going good.
Well, Krishna never ignores you. That's nonsense. Krishna is always with you. He's in the heart. Even this Mr. Beef Eater, when he goes to hell, Krishna will also go with him. Krishna is always with him in the form of the Paramatma. So, he's simply waiting for you. Because you thinking that, oh, Krishna forgot me, because you have forgotten Krishna. That is the reason why you have difficulties. You have forgotten Krishna. We have to remind ourselves of Krishna, because the nature of material existence is forgetfulness. That is why we hear daily Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why we chant daily Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Daily. It must be daily, 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 daily. In regulation. If you do once and then you expect that, oh, now Krishna is obliged to always protect me. That is not, you cannot control Krishna like that. Krishna is your master. You're not the master of Krishna. So you have to change your attitude. That is required. Even this idea that Krishna can forget you, this is lack of knowledge. Try to understand who is Krishna. Krishna is always there for you, always ready to help you. But you must know what to do. Okay?
Now, Mr. Cow Beef Eater, he's saying that you're absolutely wrong because since he started
Absolutely.
Yes, because he started to eat meat and beef and now his testosterone has doubled. So therefore you're wrong.
Relevant.
And he has strong muscles also.
Can these muscles save you from death? We all have to die. Are you free from death?
There's a question by Mo.
Yes.
He says, he's wondering, some people claim that those with Krishna consciousness are disrespectful by referring to Lord Shiva and others as demigods. What would you say to such people?
Well, they're fools. We don't care for the respectful, disrespectful. Krishna says, Namam dushkutina mudha prapadyante naradama maya pratagyanas asurim bhavimashatam. He says, anyone who does not surrender to me, he is a miscreant, he is a donkey, he is a man whose knowledge has been stolen by Maya, and he's a demon. Now, if someone says, oh, this is very disrespectful, well, we're simply postmen. We're simply we're giving you the message of Krishna. If you don't like it, you have a problem with Krishna, what can we do? You see, as always, you cannot have everyone respecting you. This is the material world. Some people will respect you, and some people will disrespect you. If you are concerned, if your number one priority is to be respected, you cannot live. You cannot live. Just like myself, you know, some devotees, they respect me. There are so many who disrespect me. So many who are against me, who are criticizing. Oh, you're bogus. You changed the books. You have done this, you have done that. Although I have not done, but they're criticizing for some reason. It's nature. Although there is no reason for them to criticize. This is the material world, they must criticize, because this is the material world. So, such people will be there, you know, they will say that you're disrespectful and so on. We're not disrespectful, actually. We don't say that the demigods are less. We don't say anyone is less. We're all parts and parcels of Krishna, but we must understand what is a part and what is the whole. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 4th canto, there is this wonderful shloka. It says that the demigods and Krishna, it is just like when you try to water the tree. If you supply the water at the roots, automatically all the branches and leaves are nourished. Similarly, if you supply food to the mouth, all the limbs of the body are nourished. If you try to water the branches instead of the root, the tree will dry out. The branches will not be nourished, the root will not be nourished, the tree will not be nourished. And similarly, if you try to put the food in any part of the body except your mouth, you will remain hungry. So, if you worship Krishna, all the demigods are worshipped simultaneously. They're very, very happy. If you worship Krishna, Lord Shiva is very pleased, Lord Brahma is very pleased, everyone is very pleased. Only these rascals are not pleased because they're foolish. And if you worship these gods, demigods, separately, they're not pleased at all. This is not the process. This is actually a disturbance. If you call Shiva that you are equal to Krishna, he is disturbed because he is a Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam yata Shambhu. You must study the Shastra, not speculate. These are all speculations, no support in the Shastra. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, those who worship demigods are less intelligent. Their intelligence is covered by lusty desires. This is what Krishna says. This is not that, oh, you Krishna devotees. Bhagavad Gita, this is what the Bhagavad Gita says. Krishna himself says. They're less intelligent because the boons given by the demigods are temporary. So, yeah. Does it answer your question, Mo Prabhu?
Is it?
Can I ask a question in this connection?
Yes.
Okay, but because there's this lila of in Ramayana, Krishna is worshiping Shiva Lingam. That means because you say Vaishnavas, you say it's a pastime, right? So Krishna is just it's a pastime, like he's also being conditioned by Mother Yashoda, but it's just it's a pastime. He's still God. But at the same time, pastime is to teach us an example. So the example of that is that we should worship Shiva. So he's worshiping Shiva supreme in Ramayana. So that means that we should also worship Shiva.
How is he worshiping Shiva as supreme?
Why he's then worshiping Shiva Lingam? That means that he's showing.
No, because he loves his devotee.
Worshipping.
He says in Adi Purana, Krishna himself, he says that those who worship me directly, they're not my devotees. Those who worship my devotees, they're my real devotees. He loves his devotees so much, Krishna.
He's worshipping him.
Yes, you can see this. Krishna is bringing the slippers of Nanda Maharaj on his head. Nanda Maharaj is his devotee, but Krishna is bringing him slippers. This is Krishna's, another of Krishna's opulences. His love for the devotees. He is so great. He is also great in service. He is not stereotyped, limited by his greatness. This is also his greatness. He loves his devotee. So he loves Lord Shiva. He worships Lord Shiva. This does not take from his supreme position. Quite the opposite. It underlines it. All right?
Dan H. New is wondering,
Yes.
how come when you chant things feel better, and what was every upset, it all goes away and you just become happy because you've been chanting? He's basically wondering why when you chant, why everything becomes better and why do you become happy?
Because you associate with Krishna, the reservoir of all pleasure. That is the secret. You are with Krishna. And if you continue chanting, then you will get out of this material existence once and for all. It is such a powerful Maha Mantra. Yes. So continue your chanting.
There are some comments, questions also on TikTok.
Yes.
There's a nice amount of people here. Vikas the Ficus is wondering, what's one teaching you live by every day?
Huh?
What is the one teaching that you live by every day?
Chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you don't chant one day, your day was a waste of time. Just chant Hare Krishna. This is the sum and substance of all Vedic instructions.
And Bijay Kumar is asking, how are Lord Rama and Krishna same or different?
Same. How are they same and different?
Yeah, well, he says same or different, but
Yeah, I've explained. You have came later. I was explaining this point earlier in the class. So you must come for the whole class, then you will not ask the same question. It is just like costume. You know, carnival, people have carnival, they go to carnival, they put on different masks, different costumes. So these are different costumes for Krishna. Lord Ram, Lord Varaha, this is how we enjoy it. Just like people, they enjoy when they put on costume. It's a lot of fun. They have lots of fun. So Krishna also has lots of fun. As Lord Ramachandra, he is fighting Ravan. He is establishing himself as a ruler. Like that. Lord Varaha, you cannot again see the pastime. All the pastimes are for Krishna's pleasure. That is the difference between you and Krishna. Your pastimes, you're always trying to solve some problem. Even when you want some happiness, it is because you have some lack. Man wants a woman because he's lacking something. So even that is not real happiness. It is just elimination of suffering. So Krishna is always enjoying in all of his incarnations, all of his forms. Next.
Swati Samantha is wondering, I'm a student, so how can I balance my study life as well as my spiritual life?
Chant Hare Krishna.
And Dan is wondering, is it okay to chant everywhere you are? Because I've noticed that wherever I chant, even around bad people, every day still seems better.
Yes. Nam Namakari, what is that? Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Saktish. Tatara Pitanyamita Smarana Kala, Etadashitavakapa, Bhagavan Mamapi, Duydaiva Midishamiga Jani Nanuraga. Lord Chaitanya, he says that I have invested these names with all the potencies that I have. The holy names, they have all the potencies of God. And there are no hard and fast rules for chanting this holy name. In other words, that's the answer to your question. You can chant anywhere and everywhere. But then Lord Chaitanya says, Durdaivam yajani nanuraga, that I have no taste. Although it is so easy, so you have made yourself available so nicely through your holy name, still I have no taste to chant Hare Krishna. So we should take advantage. Yes, chant everywhere, anywhere, to anyone. Go on chanting. The holy name himself will give you intelligence how to proceed further in your spiritual advancement.
Finished.
Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi Hari 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 Bo. Namo Vishnu Paraya Krishna Vastai Bhutri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Samanindana Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravari Viruchari Nadin Vishesha Shunnavari Pachadarish.